Fisch added 3 new harpoon guns and 4, I think. Yeah, no, 3 new spears, sorry. 3 new spears to Fisch in the Deep update. Now, compared to the other ones, I'm going to look at the harpoon guns first. We're looking at the first one that you will get from a quest called the Scrap Cannon. Well, probably the first one you will get from the quest. It's probably the easiest one to get a hold of, and it probably has arguably the best, most useful passive. It is kind of not that good of a harpoon gun, however. I mean, the reload time is long, the velocity's not good, the resilience is pretty good, and like the power is fine, especially compared to the definitely better Sightless Oracle. The accuracy's not good. Well, it's fine, and then the max kgs is only 25,000, which is not that great in the grand scheme of things. This one is insanely, the velocity makes it take for 10 years. I don't even think I meant to grab what I just got, by the way. The velocity makes it take 10 years to get the fish that you actually intend on getting your hands on. So let's try and get this sea bass right here. As you can see how long it takes, I ended up missing it, which is so terrible, which is annoying because it's way too slow. If this was just a little bit better, it would maybe be overpowered though, because let's look at what the, I literally can't get that thing. Let's try this swordfish right here. Let's look at the passive. If you'll look at the bottom of my bar, oh well, I lost a lot of the progress because I was watching myself. If you look at the bottom of my bar whenever I catch something, oh, okay, it increases by, I think the number is supposed to be 30% off rip, if you kind of watch my bar. So you get a giant head start, and the power is not bad, so usually it only takes a little bit longer to actually get what you want to get. However, in the grand scheme of things though, that's not enough to make this rod actually viable. The other really useful thing for it is it basically kind of has built-in foraging. If you don't know what foraging is, that's the enchant that you can put on your harpoon gun to where they get more materials. In the Deep update, obviously you have to get all the materials and stuff to do the quest, which I think is really fun. I know a lot of people don't, but I think is really fun. And this rod actually has a higher output of those resources. See, as you can see, I'm having like the hardest time actually getting the stuff that I want to get, because this, in the grand scheme of things, honestly, it might be my least favorite harpoon gun simply because of the reload time. Like, see, look how inaccurate that was. I wasn't even looking in that direction. Oh well, apparently it got the fish that I wanted, so maybe that was just a little bug. Let's try and grab one little bluefin tuna here, and then we are going to swap to the Sightless Oracle. Now, the Sightless Oracle, that I do have a couple of enchants on, I won't lie. I have the foraging I was talking about, and I've also got that cool little skin that you can get from the quest. This one is a really good harpoon gun. One of the best ones, if not the best one. You have maybe a little bit less power, but this thing is basically a sniper. And if you put ballistic on it, you get even more range, really quick reload time, a good velocity, a little less on the resilience than a lot of the other ones, but good accuracy too, which that honestly doesn't really matter, because just to show you the range, let's get one of those guys right there. Bow, got one. That is incredibly far. Look at how big the pool is. You might not have that long to get it, but it's ginormous. If you sit there and wait and you're not even that quick about it, it is a ginormous pull button. So, like, you're not going to misclick. I rarely misclick anymore, so you're going to catch everything faster because you're perfect catching everything. You have an absolute sniper. Like, look, let's get that nurse shark. Didn't even have to make a step towards it. This is definitely became, probably, in terms of actually catching the fish, probably the best harpoon gun in the game. It's definitely top 3. The only ones that are above it is probably the Relic Piercer and the Cusk that we're gonna, or the Cusk Piercer, whatever it's called, that we're gonna get to here in a minute. But this one is just, it's really good. I think that is a really good passive. It's really unique, really easy to get. The only thing about it is if you try and catch something too hard, like an exotic or something, you're probably going to have to be doing that for a hot minute because the resilience is not that good. And the power's a little weak. Yeah, you'll have you won't like miss a pool probably, but you're going to take a minute to catch it unless you get the the built-in piercing. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the first one that you'll craft, probably, the Titanic Scalder. This one is probably the best looking one in my opinion. I think it looks sick. This one is a very, let's try and get this manatee. This one is a very fun passive to me. And we get a good test here because we're pulling a -95 apparently. I didn't know a manatee was that hard. But the pulls come in at rapid fire. And that as the bar fills up over on the right, the pulls keep on coming, which means, oh, up, 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 up. If you get a little overwhelmed, you will start missing them. But for the most part, if you can kind of keep a good grasp on it, you're going to catch them, like, really quickly. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that makes it, honestly, pretty fun. I think it's a really fun passive because, like, if you're catching something that isn't that hard to catch, like these bluefin tuna, oh, wow, then it probably isn't, like, too crazy. It's probably about the same as anything else. But this thing is kind of built for getting more rare fish that put up a little bit more of a fight. And I think that makes them really fun. Let's jump up here. Oh, well, never mind. I guess we're not. I want another manatee spawn so I get another good example. Something of a really high minus. This sailfish might do a little bit. I should have went to a better spot than Terrapin, because that really didn't work either. But you get the gist of the after seeing the manatee. Comparing it stat-wise, the range is still pretty high. Not as high as the Slightless Oracle, but it's definitely high. Reload time is very quick. The velocity's not amazing. Mine's a little less because I think Reinforced is what decreases that. Yeah. Sorry. The max kg is good, and the accuracy is pretty good. The stat-wise, it's mid. You are definitely using it for the really high power stat, and the fun-to-use passive that is also pretty good. Okay, well, I missed this Chinook salmon. I missed it again. Okay, that fish is a little skinny, so I think that's kind of a bad example to use, so don't hold that. Oh, got another manatee. Let's try this out. Try not to hold that too much against it. As you can see, oh, I missed one. Let's see if I can not do that again. If you can just kind of keep your grasp on it and not misclick too awful much, the pulls are a little small, and oh my gosh, there are so many of them. Especially if you don't mess up, like there are just a bunch of them. And as you can obviously tell, because, you know, that's a high minus in the progress speed, so obviously you're gonna have to do that for a minute. Let's try and get this sea turtle, which is only a -10, so not even that hard to grab. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the Cusk Shot. I don't have an enchant on this one yet, I just haven't got around to it. Stat-wise, this one is actually kind of, I mean, besides the really fast reload time, it has a really good resilience, it has a very good accuracy, if I'm not mistaken, compared to all the rest of them. I think it might have the highest one. I'm trying to look here. Besides the steady harpoon gun, I think it does have the highest accuracy, which is really good, obviously. The highest max kgs, really good resilience, and this one also, you are going to be more so using it for its passive, which I will show you. Hopefully this largemouth bass is good enough to use. It has a piercing. Now, because you have that piercing, the same as the actual Cusk monster, the monstrous Cusk, it has those purple pulls that you're not supposed to hit whenever you're actually doing the hunt. Why can't I hit this thing? As you can see, though, this thing's like a machine gun with the 1-second reload time. There you go. It has that pierce. Yes, you have those fake pull buttons that you're not supposed to click because those decrease your progress speed, but you get that piercing, and, like, even if you miss your shot, you literally get another shot right after that. Like, if, let's say I'm going to purposely miss here. Look, even if I miss, I get back-to-back-to-back shots, and then I just immediately can get it right there. I mean, that is pretty good. It's like it's a literal machine gun. As long as you don't hit those fake pulls, this one is probably tied because of that pierce. I have hunted some higher rarity fish with this thing, and it does do pretty good. The pierces go crazy. And like right there was 2 of them back to back to back on a common, and that just makes it. What is that? Is that that? Oh, that's that sea otter over there. I was so confused. I didn't know what that is. That the sea otter? Is that what that is? That is what that is. That threw me off. Let's try and pierce it. Oh no, we can't. Okay, sorry. Tried to put Ollie on a t-shirt there real quick. Let's try and get this bluefin tuna one more time. This one though, oh, as you can see, there was like 4 of them right then. I think This one might probably be the best harpoon gun in the game. It is definitely tied. It is, like, does kind of become more of a personal preference, but it's really good. Really freaking good. Let's start to show off the spears now, where there are 3 of them. The spears, in my opinion, do kind of leave a lot to be desired. The Bone Lance power and handling is good, but the piercing is not so much. I did put pointy on it, so it's a little bit better. Let's try and grab this dolphin. Right, oh, I didn't, oh, I got it. As you can see, trying to catch a gold, which is something that with some of the better spears, like the Withered one, or even the Royal Spear, or the Tidal Lance, or the Poseidon Lance, you will probably have had it caught before then. Not long before then, but as someone who tried to catch a Tartaruga with this thing, which is a minus 80 with this rod, it was not fun. It does have that piercing, which is good, but mine's a lot more accurate, or a lot more common, I guess you can say, because I have the pointy enchant on it, so normally it is not like that. Come here, dolphin. I got it. Okay. See, -5 is just... that's just taking too long for a -5, and the reason I'm saying that, let's just compare that to the Poseidon Spear, which has Splinter, but like... oh, wrong one. That's the rod. Like, look at this. Okay, maybe that one was a bad example too. Holy crap, maybe I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Let's look at the Royal Spear. The Royal Spear quite literally catches things almost... oh my god. This gets on my nerves. Get up there. There we go. Look at that. Just caught things almost instantaneously. Now, let's look at the Prism Spear. This is a new one. The power is 12, handling is 32, piercing is 32. As you can see, I know it's in alphabetical order. Well, actually, never mind. I was about to say something a little crazy. The handling is good, and the piercing is actually pretty good. It's higher than the normal Royal Spear, because mine's only brought up because of the pointy. The power is what's mainly holding this one back. Let's give the Prism Spear a good look. I think this is actually my first time using it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I've used this. Yeah, I caught 0. This was the second one I crafted, so I just haven't messed around with it too much. See, oh, new mutation too. I didn't even notice that. Prism is a new mutation that I will... let's look at that log. That looks so stupid. As you can see, it looks like we're catching things with it pretty quickly, though, with no prior enchant. The piercing is going crazy. The power itself is not that strong, so I'm having to actually... dang, these guys are running from me. I'm having to hit the button a few more times than I probably normally would. And the progress speed is also increasing, as you can see. I didn't even notice that till right then. The progress speed increases with each click. Let me do it a little slower, as you can see. Oh, well, it looks like it goes up, like, without mistake. Let's look at, like, something Prism here and see if... why's my caps lock on? Okay, obviously we got prismatic stuff from Lullaby. Prism seems to just... does that make it a little more green? Does that do anything, actually? I don't think that does anything. Oh, let's try and compare it to get the big dog here. The big manatee. The big man of the big T. I'm not holding it long enough. It's my own fault and it's aggravating me. There we go. -95. Let's see what this does. It handled that pretty well. I don't think it could have done any better. That is a... so this spear definitely seems to be pretty freaking good, and I will be slapping another enchant on that one to see what I can make it better. The Chitin Spear, this is the last new thing we'll be looking at, has a really high piercing. It is increased with my piercing, or with my splintered, but base, it's still it's still pretty good, but compared to this handling, which is worse, you know, handling is normally mid, and the power is not good either. So let's kind of look. If I'm not mistaken, I used this one for like a couple fish, and it was kind of bad. Like, I think I tried to catch a Tartaruga with this one, and failed miserably. We are going to try and get this... oh, a little lag. We're going to try and get this manatee. Okay. The lag always makes me think I'm not recording anymore. But let's look. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. not terrible. So, maybe not quite as good as the Prism Spear, but still definitely good. But let me just double check and make sure I'm not missing any harpoon gun, or not harpoon guns, spears. Barb spear wasn't new. Yeah, so we have 3 new spears and we have 4 new harpoon guns. This update, was supposed to be heavily influenced by the spears and by the harpoon gun feature that was added a few weeks ago. And to be honest with you, I think it was really fire. I think this is a really fun mechanic. I know a lot of people might not like that type of stuff, but I think it's really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I might have to do a re-ranking of the harpoon guns, but I'll probably wait till there's a few more added, so we'll just have to see. But if you don't want to miss me re-rank them, or if you don't want to miss me rank the next rods that are coming out, or not that they're coming out, I'm an idiot. Check out the rod showcase showing off the new rods from the Deep update, and soon there will be a ranking every rod in the game that I currently own, because I don't have every single rod, but I have most of them. I have a good 90% probably. If you don't want to miss that video, then you need to subscribe for more fish content. It's almost daily, if not, every other day. There's shorts all the time. Sorry for shaking the desk, but hope you guys have a good day, and I love y'all. Subscribe.